Welcome to the Get Trauma Informed podcast, dedicated to unraveling the complexities of trauma, its pervasive impact, and the journey towards holistic recovery and realignment. If your radiance has ever felt muted, like I and thousands of others, you're in the right place to reignite your inner light. I'm your host, Wellness Coach Liz Blanding, and this is the Get Trauma Informed podcast. Earlier this week, I got a phone call that broke my heart. A friend told me that his daughter's boyfriend had pushed her head through a glass car door. Even the family members who receive news like this can feel helpless, wondering what to do, what to say, and how to keep their loved ones safe. That reminded me how urgent it is for us to talk about domestic violence, because the silence keeps the cycle going. Welcome back to the Get Trauma Informed podcast. I'm your host, peer-to-peer wellness coach Liz Blanding. And today I want to take us deeper into the reality of domestic violence, how unresolved trauma fuels it, how it affects entire families, and what to do to break the cycle and move towards safety and recovery. Many of you know that I'm a survivor of domestic violence, and I want to be very transparent. It wasn't just one time. I went through it multiple times. I thought the first hit would be the last. I believed the apology, but that one hit turned into another. Another turned into black eyes. Black eyes turned into chokeholds. And eventually, I was passing out and came close to losing my life. I share that because so many believe the lie that it won't happen again. But trauma that isn't addressed is progressive. It festers. Rage is unresolved trauma. Violence is unresolved trauma. And unless the trauma is dealt with, it grows darker and more dangerous. I saw trauma on all sides of that call this week. The young man whose violent outbreak came from his own untreated, unresolved pain. And the young woman caught in fear and shame, not feeling worthy enough or too afraid to leave. And the family members devastated as they get the call, feeling powerless while someone they love suffers. This is why we say at Oasis Wellness Centers, trauma doesn't just hurt the ones who's hit. It ripples out to everyone connected. Here's the truth. There is light on the other side. When we start to face our trauma and commit to self-help and self-care, the cycle can be broken. You don't have to stay trapped. At Oasis Wellness Centers, we provide peer-to-peer trauma recovery coaching for both men and women, safety planning support, and connections to emergency hotlines if you're in immediate danger, practical financial resources, guidance to help you move toward independence, support groups to rebuild worth and walk step by step into freedom. See, when I was laying there in bed one night, afraid and ashamed, I saw a posting with John Walsh. It was I can't remember the name of the show right now, but he was naming all of the things. He said, if these 10 things are present in your relationship, or if one of these things are present in your relationship, then you are in a domestic violence situation. I tell you all, as he named those things, I laid there and I was in freeze mode, the trauma response of freeze, because it was like an awakening, an awareness that 8 of those things, 8 out of the 10 things were present in my relationship. And it was an epiphany. So let me share with you what God says about living in fear. See, God never intended us to live in fear. Psalms 9:9 tells us the Lord is a refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. And 1 Corinthians 13 reminds us that love is patient and kind. Love does not harm. If someone is hurting you, that is not God's plan for your life. He wants you safe, restored, and he wants you free. If you or someone you know is in danger right now, please call the National Domestic Hotline at 800-799-7233 or dial 911 immediately. After you're safe, reach out to us at Oasis Wellness Centers. We'll walk you through step by step, from trauma recovery coaching to financial planning resources, because you deserve to be supported as you rebuild. You deserve safety, you deserve peace, and you deserve a life free from violence. I thank you for letting me share my heart today. Remember, we are recovering one breath at a time. Give yourself grace and stay fearless. Bye for now. It's time to buckle up. No more suffering in silence. Our Power Pack journey to recovery and realignment starts now. Remember, you are collateral damage on someone else's warpath. Trauma is not your fault. Recovery, however, is your responsibility. I'm your host, Wellness Coach Liz Blanding, and this is the Get Trauma Informed podcast.